everybody, and welcome back to the Lobotomy Corporation. So, I don't know how I managed this, but I managed to go this entire video without doing a proper intro. So, I'm adding it in now, and it's absolutely... You never would have guessed that I wouldn't have done the intro the normal way. So much so I got to day 9 before even doing it, so pretty good. But without further ado, that's the intro. This is messy. This is like the best intro we've ever done. But I do just want to throw in, the opening music has grown on me so much. I don't know what it is. I log into the game and I'll hear this music and I don't know, I really enjoy it. It's just, the Lobotomy's music has really grown on me. At first it was like, oh, dude, this is kind of jammy. But now I hear it and I'm just like, ooh, this is my jam! You know, whatever. Anyway, on to the video now. I did add one extra mod. We gotta see those adorable, look, we gotta see them. I know everyone likes the cube forms of them, but come on, we gotta see them as their filtered selves. Alright, we're also gonna run through this together. Console. Presumably, this is my first agent, so this would be Agent 1. Sally would be Agent 2, right? If I understand that correctly. Okay, so I have it written down. Agent Present 1, and then the example I was given was 400005. Okay, that didn't work. Okay. Apparently I messed something up. I got another mod working, not for the reason I wanted, so I don't know where I messed that up, but, I got another mod working, which is oh, there it is! The top right! Okay. Okay, I did get it working. Alright. So, hang on. The whole reason that I even got this mod is so that I could see the agent IDs. That is literally the only reason I got this mod. So, I was right. Sally is number 2, and Chloe is, yeah, number 1. Agent ID number 1. Okay, so, see, I only need it for this initial amount, and then I can keep track of it myself. So, let's do this again. Agent Present 1, 400005. Okay, enter. There we go! Yes! Easy. Not easy, but you know what? I figured it out. Okay. So now, I'm probably going to disable this mod. Although being able to see work success chance is really interesting. But I don't know if we're going to keep that. So, I have the agent IDs now. So, Chloe here is agent ID level 1. And then Sally is number 2, because technically she was the first created character. So yeah, whatever. Okay, we're officially good to go. Let's get this little training session underway. I just did a full day's work of farming for Sally, and something I noticed. This mod that I installed to be able to tell what number every character is, apparently, not only does it tell you the work success rate, which I don't know what that exactly means. When it says success, is it like your chance for it to be green? I don't really know. But the biggest thing I notice is, you see how it says like 51 plus 12? next to multiple in the numbers. That is saying how many stats they'll get at the end of the day from how much you farmed. That is so... Oh my goodness. If I was allowed to keep this mod, that would make things so nice. I'd be able to say, okay, this person's max stats. I don't need to farm with them at all. I'm going to move on to someone else. Oh, that would be so nice. I mean, just in general, seeing how many stats we get is a pretty big deal. But we made it to 10. Pretty sure stats don't continue to grow, or at the very least, gifts don't continue to drop. So that'll do it for today. So her stats went from 45 to 57 in all departments, except for Justice, where it went to 58. Nice. These are all so good. Well, no. Okay, Well Cheers has a downside. Okay, all three of them have a downside. Let's not kid ourselves. But the fairies, We could also do Punishing Bird. I mean, we do need to collect all three birds this go around, so maybe we should just go with Punishing Bird? See, okay, now, if we get Punishing Bird now, I think that'll be fine. Like, this is the first week of the corporation, so I think getting Punishing Bird right now will actually be fine, because it'll let us get Big Bird in, like, the, cheesed department, and then we could get the, Pale Bird, I forget his name, in, like, Bina's department. So, you know what? That's a good idea. Alright, so rather than the people that I have been starting with, I decided to go with something new this time. Day 2, our little team here is Sally, Bong Bong, who's apparently like a Lobotomy Corp meme. So I was told to make her, and so I did. So this, I guess, as far as I know, Bong Bong is like just a community character. Well, she's in our department now, so everyone be nice to her. And of course we have Anne. So, we have one bird. I need to remember, get all three birds. Do not forget. Also, look at all those stats in a single day. Also, Anne, okay, so he's number 4 now. Oh, geez, the gifts. So I left the mod on just for this, just so I know what I'm doing. So Ayan, okay, he is number 4. So I understand how it works. Now we can turn the mod off, because now I actually get it. So, we're good to go. Okay, let's put my skills to the test. So it'd be 4 for gift, 0, 0, 0, 1, wait, no, okay. Okay, I think I got it. Agent, present, 4, 4, 0, 0, 0, 1, 9. Okay. I think, right? Okay. Ha-ha! Success! Hey, okay. Jeez. I realize it's, like, for a lot of people, that's probably super easy, but for me, I'm just like, I'm sweating bullets here. This is... You mess up, that's it. You're done forever. You could just restart the day and, you know, it'll be like nothing happened. But that's it. It's over. Okay. I'm gonna have to write, like, ooh, I'm gonna have to write down these gift codes just in case someone dies. Greetings, manager. Would you like to expand the information department and prepare for management? Look at our boy. Oh, never looked snazzier and nerdier. Alright, it's time for a character checkup. So, let's see who we got. We, naturally, have Sally, who... decent on the stats. I haven't done a whole lot of farming, actually, because I'm kind of waiting for Hod. But... after we get Hod, I'm thinking everyone's level will skyrocket. So it should be okay. Composed Hero! Oh, I love that name. So, Sally's gift, I was debating saving it for White Knight's wing. Just because she's always had White Knight's armor, but I almost feel like that's too strong. Even though I would love Sally to walk around with a wing, I think it would just look amazing. I feel like the wing is too much, because it's like +7 to every stat, isn't it? So, I don't know. If we ever got the wing legitimately, because like I mentioned, I don't want to give gifts that we've never actually gotten, and that's one that we've never gotten. So even though I do want it honor, I settled for Moonlight, mainly because it's nice and out of the way, and it's a +1 to every stat. So, yeah. Even though I do want the wing on her, I think it'd be kinda unfair. Then we have Callie, who's doing okay on the whole stats. Like I said, basically nobody has farmed, but she did get Beak, as well as the Cobalt Scar, which is her own special gift. So already, +4 attack speed. You cannot go wrong with that. She, once again, is going to be a fighter. Bong Bong, who... the name Bong Bong is like... it's such a derpy name. Kilana, who has some real temperance issues, thanks to her special gift, which is Adoration, which, even though it does give her a ton of stats, the -5 success rate and speed, a little nasty. But at the end of the day, I don't think it'll make too huge of a difference. It just means that we need her to be a bit more of a fighter. And with his own special gift being Da Capo, which is +4 work success, speed, and rate. And considering I've always placed him in the information department, and he's always like my go-to guy for the highest work success, I'm perfectly fine with it. You know, an extra 4, that's pretty good. And in the back, we have Dietrich Floyd, Grapes on Vine, Cozy. Alright, let me not skip over their gifts. Good one, Shadow. Grapes has Letitia's helmet? Has her hat, because that is the entire full set. Also, I think I messed up on his eyebrows. I'm not sure, but I think I messed up. Cozy, who's finally has Sound of a Star. At long last, he's wanted it ever since he first got here, and he's never had it. So now, he has a permanent +10 movement speed, which is freaking insane. That's basically just a free control room buff. And then we have Marcos Jr., who I accidentally made your hair gray again. I made a few mistakes. So, your hair is momentarily dyed. So instead of black, it's gray. Just for a little bit. It's okay, it'll wash out. Don't worry. And he, of course, has Hypocrisy, which is +3 health, +3 sanity. Very, very nice. And then Ingvar, who you can't really see the hair of, but no gift, at least not at the moment. So, what we're going to do, we're going to move some people around, and hopefully, by the time we get to Hod, we're going to have a lot more stats. Now, you might be thinking, Shadow, that's an awful lot of people that are just sitting there, and I'll agree with you. That is way too many people that is just sitting there. But that's okay, because we're sorta kinda leveling everybody. Not really. I mean, I'm getting to Quiplock 10 on every day and then moving on. So the amount of farming we're doing is pretty minimal. Really just trying to speed race to Hod. But, you know, it can only go so fast. So, we got a new abnormality, and it is, this one. You guys remember this one? Yeah, so we've technically already had this one. We just never maxed it out because we didn't finish the freaking white suppression. So this one, basically, as long as you don't have Prudence or Fortitude level 1, you're fine. But if you have Prudence or Fortitude level 1, you just get, like, dragged in and you die. So, I don't remember what this thing needs. I think it needs attachment. So, we've technically already seen this one, but at the same time, it is still new, so... yay? I want to explain my thought process and why I've picked the things I've picked so far. So, we picked the Heart of Aspiration. By the way, this is day 8 of my little vacation now. So, I might still be sounding a little bit bad, but I feel better. So, I mean, hey, there's that. If you don't know what I'm talking about, don't worry. It's an ongoing thing. So I'm thinking the Heart of Aspiration is going to be a really important thing just for fighting power. It's also a really easy tool to just pick up and forget about. We do not have to worry about the Heart of Aspiration unless we try and put it back without fighting. Then it becomes a little bit of a problem. The Luminous Bracelet we can pick up and immediately put back down. So I'm thinking that is an extremely good tool because once again, we can pick it up, put it right back down. We don't have to worry about it. I picked Granny because you never have to interact with her at all. She doesn't escape. She doesn't affect anything. She gets angry if you don't interact with her. But once she's angry, she stays angry forever. And because her Quipleth counter is always at 0, I don't believe she can even be affected by the counter. So... she's one we could just really easily ignore. And then I took Punishing Bird because I want to get all 3 birds this time. It's the 3rd run, therefore we need the 3 birds. That's kind of my thought process there. We picked Fairies just because there was like no other good choice, and Fairies is just a really safe one. They don't really do anything, they're a Zayn, so I mean it's health regen if we really need it. I took the Tub because we did not have Tub discovered, so I figured, hey, may as well get it. And now he's basically maxed out, and he's not going to be a threat to us because he only affects people that are Instinct and Temperance level 1, so his downside really isn't a thing. And then I took Child of the Galaxy because this gift is just, mwah! You cannot go wrong with regen. Maybe you can. But I mean, so far, from what I've seen, you can't go wrong with regen. Now, maybe I'm overselling how good regen is, but I don't know. Regen just feels incredible, right? Like, it really feels... oh, by the way, I do still have the mod on, just to track how much XP we're getting, because I wanted to see how much XP we're getting now compared to when we're getting hot. And from what I've seen, on a good... for example, good Instinct on Child of the Galaxy, you get +3 to a stat. So Sally, for example, went from like 76 to 79 in like a single go, which is, kind of just confirms what I'm thinking, where HEs are the best thing to farm on, VODs are the second best, and even though Alephs are technically the best, they're dangerous, so it really just depends on the abnormality. Also, we did have the option to get freaking Butterfly, but I decided not to take him. I thought that maybe this would be better. Even though getting +1 all stats really early would be a big deal. Like, imagine, Sally +2 all stats already. That would be an amazingly big deal. But I decided the regen might be better in the long term. I don't know if it will be, but that's just kind of what I thought. So, that's kind of my thought process. Try and take as little escaping abnormalities as possible. Obviously, Punishing Bird is an escaping one. Big Bird is an escaping one. And Judgment Bird is also an escaping one. But ideally, I would like to keep it at that. I would prefer that there are no Death Rattle abnormalities here. The only Death Rattle abnormality that I'm ideally going to allow is going to be Big Bird. So hopefully we can just keep it at that. But I would like to ask your guys' advice. Who do you think is a very high priority target for us to pick? For example, I think Child of the Galaxy is a high priority target. I also think Ice Queen is a very high priority target. Reason being, guaranteed +6/+6 for health and sanity. Which is just, it's very hard to go wrong with extra health and extra sanity. So I feel like those are two of my priority picks. I do think Moonlight Butterfly. That's a different game. But you know who I'm talking about. The butterfly guy in the suit. I feel like he's a really good one because he gives everybody, potentially, his coffin, which is +1 to all stats. And I personally rate the +1 to all stats really highly, especially when it comes to something like Justice, because Justice is really, really hard to get leveled, and its cap is lower than everything else, so it's kind of like, the more attack and movement speed you can get, the better off you're gonna be. I mean, can you really go wrong with, like, 130 attack speed if you just max out Justice with gifts and everything? Kind of like we did with Callie in the previous run. She was a attack speed monster. And plus, her sword healed her for, like, I don't know, 25% of the damage she does or something. Like, that's a big deal. She could potentially go through a lot of damage just because she's healing it all. Which hopefully we'll be able to recreate something like that in this run. But we'll certainly see. Justice is going to take a little bit to level, and I haven't been going very hard on leveling right now, just because I would like to get to Hod first, but I think we're going to keep this episode short, because I would like to hear your guys' input as far as who do you think we absolutely need? Who do we need beyond a shadow of a doubt? And what tools do you think would be extremely useful for us? For example, I think Heart of Aspiration is probably going to be the best one. And as far as characters go, we almost have everybody. We are missing Facey Randy and Mal. We might be missing a little bit more than that, but I'm pretty sure we're only missing 2 at this point, being Facey Randy and Mal. But I don't have enough LOB points to recruit them just yet. This is also the longest just roster of characters I've ever had. So much so I have to scroll down to see them all, so that's kind of fun. And also be sure and let me know if you want a specific gift. For example, Gregory Adalis would like Snow Queen's gift. I just haven't gave it to him yet because he hasn't actually been out. But I haven't forgotten. But like, for example, Dietrich Floyd, Ebonite Amaterasu, Shida, Sarah, Kura, Yukari, Sosa, and Ivanko all need a gift. Well, and also, I want to make this clear as well. If you don't want a gift, I don't have to give you a gift. For example, Lindsay and Kinsey do not want a gift. So, just let me know if you do want a gift. That's mainly the reason I'm making this such a short episode, because I want everybody to have time to get their gift if they want one. And I would also, ideally, like to get just a little bit of input when it comes to who we should take and who is a terrible idea to take. I'm rambling now, so that is going to do it for this episode. I am going to get to Hod very quickly, and then we are just going to see how it goes. I'll try not to make too much progress, just in case you guys do want certain gifts or want me to pick certain things. I'll basically keep a close eye on the comments, but at the end of the day, I feel like I might have a somewhat good idea of who we should and should not take. And of course, if there's a new abnormality, what I'm kind of thinking, should we save new abnormalities for later when everyone is super high stats? That way, you know, potentially we could, we'll research these 3 abnormalities to full, and then we reset. That's kind of what I'm thinking, because I don't want to get them this early and potentially be stuck with horrendous abnormalities this early on. You kind of know what I mean? So I'm thinking maybe we'll save the new abnormalities for later. That's just kind of what I think. We'll see how it goes, but I think that's a good idea. So, that's gonna do it for this episode. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.